All right, I think we are live. Welcome, everyone. I am Lisa,
And I'm Sandy.
and we're LearnBiz the Podcast. And we're here to share 5 tips with you, give you 5 bits of information that's really going to help you so that you don't hurt your business. 5 things that keep you from hurting your business, right? Because we want to make sure that if we're making mistakes in business, that we can recover. We don't want to make mistakes that we can't rebound from that will take us out. So that's why we're here. And did I caption that right? 5 things that can really hurt your business. Sandy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Absolutely.
Okay, great.
So
So you're going to start, I think, Sandy.
I'm going to start with the number five thing, right?
Yes.
We're going to focus on neglecting to use technology. As a business owner in 2022, if you are not finding ways to incorporate technology into your day to day business activities, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. In this age, you can't escape the technology, right? Even with us doing things like, social media channels, the Google My Business pages, having a scheduling app if doing services, having like an online, feature if people are ordering food from you or ordering products from you. You no longer can kind of escape completely the technology at this point because most people are not dealing in cash. In fact, most people are not even dealing in person at this point. There's a lot of transacting of business in the technology space. So if you are going to have a really sustainable business into the next 10, 15, 20 years, you have to step into that technology and make sure that you are making technology work for you. So it's not just having the tools, it's making sure that you understand how to use them and that you use them effectively. All right.
Absolutely.
The number four thing, focusing too much on competition. Now, yes, in any industry that you can think of these days, you can find a lot of competition. Everybody's trying to do certain things. If you're selling shirts, there's probably a dozen, 2 dozen people selling shirts. If you are selling, your coaching services, if you are selling legal services, whatever it is, there's probably a dozen, 2 dozen other people that are doing the exact same thing that you're doing. The problem is worrying about that competition to the point that's crippling to you, that you're not willing to take certain steps or leaps of faith into your own, to find a way for you to have something special to offer in the marketplace. So you really can't just sit there and think about, all of the different people. I know for me in my business, I'm an estate planning attorney. I don't care how many estate planning attorneys are in the mix. I know that I have something to bring to the table that's going to be a little bit different than most. And I also know that I have a certain way that I provide services that will appeal to a pocket of the population. So, yes, there's competition. Yes, you need to be aware of it and, understand what levels of competition are out there, but you can't cripple yourself focusing on the competition because you'll never grow your business if you're going to do that. All right, Lisa, the number three.
So, number 3 is using the wrong form of social media. When you're putting your business out there, and as Sandy said, you have to engage yourself in technology. That's where we are in this day and age to be competitive in business. But you got to know which type of social media works for your business. So that's going to depend on who your audience is. Instagram, there's a certain target audience that you're going to reach with that, probably the 30 somethings. That's what I hear a lot of with regard to Instagram. I hear things about with Facebook that you're going to reach a lot of times older audiences. But in my case, being a realtor, what if I want to reach people who want to buy luxury properties? Is Instagram going to work for me? Is Facebook going to work for me? What I'm saying is that you have to find the right platforms that are going to work for you. Otherwise, you may end up spending money and resources in the wrong place. So that would be my number three. And my number two would be being too mainstream. I wouldn't have thought that you could be too mainstream, but I've come to find out that you really can be too mainstream. So if you have everybody in social media out there putting on hump day sales, Wednesday sales with their products and services, you may not want to get out there and advertise your sell day on Wednesday because that's when everybody else is out there. You might want to choose another day so that you stand out and segment yourself out from the competition. So try to think of ways of not being too mainstream and keeping some uniqueness with regard to your business.
So we've reached the number one thing, at least for part one of this 5 things that'll hurt your business. Not focusing on a target audience. Many times we think that we can speak to everyone in whatever business we're doing. We think that we can target the whole population. We're on YouTube. We think we can speak to all the billions of watchers on YouTube. You can't. You have to identify and narrow down who it is that you are speaking to as your target audience, because you have to have someone that you're talking to. Because if you're not talking to someone specifically, you're probably not talking to anyone at all.
That's it.
So if you're going to be successful in business and you don't want to hurt the chances of your business thriving and growing and changing over time, you really have to narrow down that target audience and make sure that business has a voice that speaks to one person.
I love it. And so those are your 5 things that can really hurt your business. So this is just part one. We definitely have more information that we can bring, more advice, more tips, things that can keep you from hurting your business.
And so if you want to get more, please click the subscribe button. Please click the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live. We only go live at this point as much as we can to share some great information with you. And we just went live with another Black entrepreneur. So please check our videos that we just dropped and look at some of the past videos that we've done. We've talked to a lot of different entrepreneurs. And Lisa, what should people look forward to? We have something really great for our Black entrepreneurs.
Yes, absolutely. Coming up in February, we have an entrepreneur mindset seminar that is going to take place on May 10th. So please mark your calendars for May 10th. We'll be bringing more information, but the people that we will present before you will be business persons who are very experienced, who will have dynamic information and advice that can help you in your business, no matter what level of business you're on. So stay tuned, get ready to be empowered, and get ready to charge up that entrepreneur mindset.
Absolutely. And please follow us on Instagram at B is for BIZ. And you can also find us on Facebook, LearnBiz LLC, or at B is for BIZ. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much, and we'll catch you again for part 2.
See you soon.